Hello and welcome to ICTV's coverage of the 2020 AFL Central Australia football season. The start of a massive weekend of local footy on television. If you look at your screens now, you'll see the ladies from the Rovers Football Club running out onto the ground. The first of 3 grand finals we'll be covering today. It's the women's competition first, and it's the E-Girls from Pioneer up against Rovers. Plenty more football action today and tomorrow as well. Also got a reserves grand final between Rovers and Federal following this match. And then the big one later today, the Premier League grand final. It'll be Rovers taking on Pioneer. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, someone well qualified for this particular game because she's played in the women's competition right back in the early days of it and coached a premiership in it last year. Cheryl Lee Taylor, welcome to ICTV.
Yeah, thanks Stan, and certainly looking forward to today's game, and being in the commentary box here is something new for me, so with the TV, done the radio, but so yeah, looking forward to a good game.
And what a great promotion for women's football in Central Australia. There's probably been some YouTube telecasts or vision in the past, but to get it on television, that's fantastic for women's footy.
Certainly is, and I know you know, all the women that play certainly like to have a look and watch the game like any other sport. When you play the grand final, you like to look back and I suppose relive the glory. So for whichever team that may be today. Plenty
of applause down on the ground at the moment. We're waiting for the Eagles to run out and head through that banner down there, but in the meantime there's some presentations going on for the under-17 grand final that's just been completed. I'll give everyone a score for that too. Federal premiers under-17, and there's the E-Girls running out now as they bust through the banner. Plenty of supporters lined up there. Little avenue for them to run through before they hit the paperwork. Always a great moment in a grand final, that too, running out onto the ground.
Yeah, that's right, and E-Girls led out by their co-captains, Ebony Miller and Robin Little. So I think that's obviously a good start for the girls. We've got Rovers captain in Kirsten Renfrey, and this is her 3rd time captaining a side into the grand final, so she'll be certainly looking to come out and get away with the win, and I know that the E-Girls team are very, I suppose, eager to have a game and go back-to-back this year.
Interesting what's happening now. You might have just caught a glimpse of it on your screen, but the E-Girls have lined up on the boundary line down in the forward pocket, right in front of what we call the Pioneer Hill here at Traeger Park in Alice Springs. Obviously acknowledging their supporters before they get out there and do a few more warm-ups. I did mention Federal won the under-17 premiership. The final score was 13-6-84 to South 9-6-60. The final margin 24 points, which is pretty well what Federal had established by half-time. They led by 21 points then, 25 at three-quarter time. So credit to South for not tossing it in. When you're 25 points down at three-quarter time, you could easily go down by 10 goals. They fought it right out to the end. So congratulations to Federal there. Now, back to the ladies, Cheryl Lee. E-Girls finished first on the ladder, the minor premiership. Yep. 7 wins, 1 loss. That loss by a solitary point in their final minor round game against Westies. Rovers finished second, 6 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah.
And so those 2 losses were against the E-Girls.
Yeah, I was just going to point that out. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, Rovers will be coming out. They'll want to, I suppose, get a bit of payback and have a win, especially you want to have a win in the grand final. And I think E-Girls will be certainly wanting to keep their record strong against Rovers. So I reckon this will be a good game. All their games, despite, I think, their scores, have been very tough, fought-out battles. So wouldn't expect anything less.
I've got those scores here, and they're very similar. Besides those 2 minor round losses, the E-Girls also defeated Rovers in the semi-final to go straight in. Just have a quick look at those scores. In round 4, E-Girls 4-3-27, Rovers 1 straight goal 6, 21 points, the margin there. Round 9, 3-9-27 to 3 points, 24 points the margin. And in the semi, the E-Girls 6-5-41, Rovers 2-3-15, 26 points. So 21 points, 24 points, 26 points, all very similar. I guess Rovers will take some confidence though out of a big win against Alchemilla in the preliminary final, 10-3-63 to 4-4-28. That 35-point win will give them some confidence that they can turn it around in the big one.
Yeah, that's right, and they'll certainly be wanting to keep that, I I suppose, winning going. And there's always the debate you can have before, whether you sit out that week as you come into the grand final like E-Girls have done, or whether you've played continuous football in the lead up to the grand final as Rovers have done. So, certainly bit of debate either side.
And in amongst that, I think you can throw into the mix too a shortened season due to everything that's happened around COVID-19. That even makes those waters a little bit murkier, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I think, all clubs would be in the same situation. They started pre-season training, had to stop due to COVID, started again with, probably about, I think it was like 3-4 weeks before games started. So every team is in that situation where it was a bit of a stop-start, and are we playing, aren't we playing? What will the season look like? So I think for everyone playing in a grand final today, pats on the back.
I think we can all be grateful that we're actually here when you look what's happening around Australia. I mean, look, since footy started here in 1947, I reckon Grand Final Day has been one of the great local events for Alice Springs year in, year out. It's going to be no exception today, but there's a lot of people around the country that haven't had the same privilege as us and been able to enjoy their local footy this year. So, look, we should all be grateful. Look, be remiss for us not to mention the proud record, Cheryl Lee, that you've contributed to with the E-Girls over the years. We're having a little bit of a chat off air before, and we think there's only 3 years in the history of the women's competition that the E-Girls actually haven't won the premiership.
Yeah, that's right. And I think we also worked out there was probably 2 of those that they didn't play in the grand final. So certainly a long tradition. The E-Girls certainly following, I think, the men's footsteps in terms of the success on the field. So interesting to see.
Captain's out there tossing the coin at the moment in the middle of the ground. I think the E-Girls have won the toss. One of their co-captains has pointed towards the, what should we call it? The gap end of the ground. I think just a layout here for those. There might be some people watching Interstate 2. Cheerio down in South Australia. I do know that there is a few tuning in down there. Just the layout here at Traeger Park to the left of your screen. We'd probably call that the basketball stadium end of the ground or the town end of the ground. The other, the gap end of the ground, because further down the road there is the gap through which the South Stewart Highway winds its way down towards Adelaide.
And I think you'll see some beautiful views that come through on the camera with that one.
Far side of the road, I think we're going to acknowledge another landmark, maybe the Todd River side of the ground. Iconic, normally dry, creek bed over on that side. And of course, we've got the grandstand side from where we're sitting. Pioneer girls on screen there, getting in amongst it just before they head out into position. There's the Rovers girls doing likewise. Not too far off a start. Double Blues searching for their first premiership in this competition, and they've knocked on the door a bit lately.
They have, and you wonder if it's third time lucky for them. Pioneers obviously wanting to go back to back. They've also got a lot of first-year players in their side, so it'd be interesting to see. We've seen during the season they've all come together and gelled fairly well. Rovers, they've got some very good regulars in their in their team as well. So they've obviously worked hard to get to where they are, and there's a few that they've got a couple that have come over during the pre-season, and hopefully they'll be looking for those girls to stand up and be a presence today.
Not too far off a start. Before we do that, we will acknowledge the supporters that have made these telecasts possible. The Red Tails, Pink Tails Right Tracks program, the Yeperenye Shopping Centre, and the Central Australian Women's Legal Service. A big thank you to those for supporting local football and the great coverage of it that ICTV is providing. It's going to be the Red Tail scoreboard throughout the afternoon. Action on Grand Final Day 2020 about to get underway as the umpy balls it up in the middle of the ground, and a big pack of players immediately swarms around the football. We haven't had a clean possession yet. Might have been a little handball forked out there, and the Double Blues get the first kick through Charlotte Burch. Put it out in front of Moisha Mccormack, who taps it forward and inside 50 before overrunning it there for the Double Blues. Back in after it, trying to apply a tackle there from behind is Tia Patterson for the Eagles. Still plenty around it, and wrenching it out is Moisha Mccormack. In fact, it might be Felicia Swan who got the footy away for the Double Blues to Hickey. That's Jordan Hickey, someone with AFL women's experience. Shot here for goal, maybe for Double Blues, is pretty good. She's put it through. Hope I pronounce it correctly. Maya Jacobuzian.
Yeah, look, and just watching that bit of play, Maya actually ran from the midfield. She had a heap of space around her. We might see it in the replay here. No, we've gone too early, but she was actually by herself for quite a long time. So I think Pioneers and particularly their coaches will be looking at that, and I know they've worked hard over the season to ensure that they do those pickups and have no one free. So, but that's well done to Maya and Rovers for the first on the scoreboard.
What a start for the Double Blues. I'll have another crack at the surname. Jakubazin. There you go. And
I reckon that's probably right.
And I thought Katakarinja and Puruntada Mary were hard. Back in the middle.
Yeah, as the ball goes up, we've got Coffey versus Smith. It's gone the way of Rovers. They've put the ball into their forward 50. No one's been able to pick it up. It's on the ground. We've got Tina Liu. She's picked up the ball. It's, she's been pinged for dropping the ball. And Jordan Hickey's going to take a kick almost, I'd say directly in front. And she'll probably have a kick from about 45 out, I reckon.
You'd be pretty happy with the ball in her hands if you're a Rovers supporter. One of the more experienced players out there.
Yeah, that's right. She's done a lot of work with the AFLW to come back and kick Rovers' second goal. They've started off very strong as we look at the red tail scoreboard. Pioneers still yet to score. Rovers 2 goals straight. So they're kicking very straight and very quick.
Well, just have a look at the past meetings that we discussed before the game as we have a look at the kicking action there of Jordan Hickey. Excellent set shot for goal that was. The most goals Rovers have kicked against the E-Girls this season is 2 in the semi-final. They only managed 1 in the first game and none in the second. They're off to a great start.
They are, and I would bet that Pioneers will come back as we go back in the ruck. Renee Smith has belted it down. And it's gone as far as May. She's tried to put it on the boot, but it's been smothered by Tia Patterson. Patterson's there fighting hard. She gets it out. There's been a free kick given. Not sure entirely what that was for. That's going the way of Rovers and Renee Smith in their ruckman.
Certainly pretty good at the centre bounce early on. Puts it out wide towards the Gap Road side wing. It's actually a couple of players loose out there for the Double Blues. Suneva Sanga is the one who's taken it. Quick kick inside 50. There's Jakubazin again. We'll get it out eventually. Double Blues, high kick inside their attacking 50. One-on-one contest waiting underneath it. Punch away there by Leonie Jones, but I reckon the umpires paid a free kick against her here. Might have been a hand on the back.
Yep.
And Kirsten Renfrey, is it?
Yeah, that's Rovers captain.
Well, there's a famous Rovers name too. Gareth Renfrey, of course.
Well, husband and wife both played in the grand finals today.
Shot at goal from Kirsten Renfrey, won't quite have the distance on it. Into the scoreboard side forward pocket and over the boundary line for a boundary throw. Footy deep in attack for the Double Blues again. Pioneer haven't really got it forward of centre yet. Double Blues 2 straight goals, 12 to the E-Girls yet to score on the red-tailed scoreboard.
Yeah, that's right. And I would have said Pioneer's defence is probably the best, is their biggest asset. So we'll see if it keeps working as the ball is sent in from the boundary line. It's gone nowhere. The umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. We've got Ebony Miller versus, looks like Jordan Hickey going up in this one. Just in front of the red tail scoreboard. The ball's hit to ground. No one's been able to collect it. There's a bit of a tussle. There's a fight for it. And looks like Moisha's come out with it. She's got the hands away. It's gone to no one in particular. And we've got a free kick. Now I missed that.
I didn't see the signal from the umpy either. All close to the boundary line. Jordan Hickey gets it too far out to score, about 60 metres out from goal, and centres it up into the corridor. Interesting kick here, because if the Eagles get it, I reckon they can whisk this up the other end of the ground. Double Blues forwards put the pressure on though. The ball spills to Renfrey. Renfrey in towards goal. One bounce from 30 out. The kick won't quite make it. I think Vanessa Stokes up there high to knock it away for the Eagles. And the pressure relieved only momentarily. Hickey again. Another shot for goal, this time offline through for a behind of the Double Blues. They're doing all the attacking.
That's right, and it's very lucky for, I think, Pioneers that they didn't get that through, because that would have hurt quite a lot.
This is a nervous start for the E-Girls. A lot of premiership experience. You mentioned some young ones out there, but this is a nervy start.
Yeah, yep. As the ball comes back in, we've got Vanessa Stokes. She's full-back today. She's looking for her options. She sends it in the direction of Grace, who hasn't been able to quite take the mark. It's been Kyan Campbell's managed to pick it off. She's put it on the boot, tried to centre it to no one in particular. Then we've got Moisha Mccormack. She gets it on the boot, but isn't able to go as far as Vanessa Stokes, who very quickly sends it out to the forward 50. Oh. She's given it to Grace, who's managed to break the tackle of Renfrey, who gives it to Patterson. Patterson gets the kick away. And it's just gone out to no one in particular in front of the grandstand as Rovers collect it, but it's gone as far as, that looks like Shanika Cole. She's put it on the boot, sent it into the 50. First time it's come into Pioneers forward 50 in the direction of Sam Hugenville-Hill.
Oh, well done.
Who is very good at kicking those difficult ones.
Great play, a good steadier for the Eagles. Now they're on the board. That'll do their confidence a world of good. One of the great goal kickers of women's football here in Central Australia, Samantha Hugenville-Hill. Have a look on the replay here. It was almost a little bit of Gaelic football. I think she toe-poked this to herself. There it is.
Yeah.
Little kick in front of herself. Just gave her an opportunity to gather, and good snap from there. Not far out, but not easy with the pressure that was being applied by the Double Blues of defence.
Yeah, and we noticed as soon as it went into their 50, it was a quick goal from there. So I think Pioneers need to, they know they can do that now, and that's what they'll be working towards. Obviously, Rovers had most of the ball. As we have Smith and Coffey go up again, it's gone as far as Ella. She's been able to get it on in the hands to Miller. Miller gets it as far as Robin Little there. Goes to Gabby Coffey. Gabby wasn't able to collect the ball, but she's been given a second chance. Puts it on the boot, sends it as far as Sissy Dunn. Now this is a girl that can do a lot. She knocks the ball down as far as Chelsea, who hasn't been able to get it. Rovers get the defensive kick out as it goes back into the centre.
Centre half back they are, the Double Blues. Oh, Suneva Sanger, some great football there, dashed away. And the pass was good too, out to Kirsten Renfrey. Got it on the wing, played on with a handball. That's gone to the opposition, taken by Patterson. Patterson handballs back in Pioneers' direction. Again, Suneva Saga in there. But Patterson eventually reclaims the footy for Pioneer, kick towards half forward. Bad bounce there for the big ruckman, Gabrielle Coffey. Well, there was a 1 metre kick in there for the Eagles. It came off. They found a teammate with it. Plenty of pressure on here in the middle of the ground. Ebony Miller goes in now. Go Moisha Mccormack. Somehow Miller ends up with a footy, slams it on the boot and gets it towards half forward now for the Eagles. The Double Blue defence working pretty hard. Jessica Lena dragged off the footy, and she'll get a free kick at half back for the Double Blues. It's tightening up now.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a lot of pressure coming from both sides, which is good to see, and we've seen it all through this season. As the ball goes up, and there's a very nice mark taken by Tillmouth there in Bree. Bree gets a kick out, but that goes as far as Rovers. Missed who that was. They've kicked it on. They've gone as far as Jordan Hickey. Jordan Hickey is tackled high by Bree Tillmouth.
As might have been Rhiannon Banner, the one you were looking for before.
Yep, that's correct. Hickey's got the ball. She's in front of the grandstand. She puts it as far as no one in particular. No one wanted that ball. It's bounced in the middle. We've got Ebony Miller, who's come out with the ball. She's put it on the boot, and no one's been able to take clean possession. There's a lot of fighting for it, but Janaea Cock from Pioneers comes out with it. Sends it over to Bree Tillmouth. Tillmouth is there trying to pick the ball up. Unlucky there, and Hickey's picked it up, put it on the boot. It's gone as far as Lippy Taylor. She's unable to get it, and she's been called dropping the ball. Letitia Jeff. Oh no, sorry, that's Tina Lou will take that free kick for Pioneers. She tries to centre it a little. She's gone as far as Cole. Cole hasn't been able to take possession of it. Hickey comes out with the ball again, but she's wrapped up very quickly. Ball spills out. Sissy Dunn, she's there on the ground. Leonie Jones over to Shanika Cole. Back to Leonie Jones. That looked a little high, and the umpire said, yep, I think you're correct there.
Both teams struggling to move the ball fluently, but I think that's credit to some of the pressure being put on at the moment. Leonie Jones, the handball to Ebony Miller. Kick goes long and bounces inside 50. Rhiannon Banner back there for the Double Blues will get it. A little bit of time to weigh up her options. Nice pass to Suneva Sanger, who's having a pretty good game. Her kick to the wing, though, straight to the Eagles. Tina Lou's taken the mark.
Yeah, she's got a bit of the ball in this first quarter. And she's going to go as far as Ella Mcguire, who wasn't able to take the mark. So she's tried to do a quick kick on, but it's gone as far as Geneva. She's sent the ball down. Looks like there we've got Maddie Davis. Hasn't been able to get the ball out, and there's been a free kick awarded to
Moisha
Mccormack. She steadies the ship. She's got an easy target out there in Cayenne Campbell, by the looks of it. No, that's not Cayenne. That's Felicia Swan. Felicia, she sends it into their 50, and looks like Vanessa Stokes has taken an easy, well, not an easy mark, sorry, a contested mark there on the boundary to save Pioneers.
Great to have an athlete like her out there too, an Australian softball representative, and that is a thumping kick, perfect drop punt. Had a fair bit on it. Her teammate chasing it up out there is Robin Little. Pressure comes from Suniva Sanga, and another kick for her. She's racking them up for the Double Blues at the moment. This one from the Todd River side of the ground. Pops it up high. Felicia Swan waits underneath it. Takes the mark right in front of the tree of knowledge here at Traeger Park.
Good to see some things never change here at Traeger Park. As the ball hits the ground, there's a bit of a contest. There's been a free kick.
Moisha Mccormack's having a good game.
That's right. She's got possession. She kicks it into the 50, but it hasn't gone quite as to plan as the ball hits the ground. There's Tina Lou from Pioneer. She's got it. Vanessa Stokes trying to get it out.
Yeah, good decision.
Yep. And there's been a high tackle call to Vanessa Stokes. She's going to take the kick.
Not just the ladies out there playing the footy, the ladies out there umpiring, and that was an excellent decision. You could see the hand go over the shoulder. So Vanessa Stokes to relieve some of the pressure building on the E-Girls' defence. Gee, she's got a great kick. She's found Ebony Miller, who's marked on the chest on the half-back flank. I'll move the footy down that Todd River side of the ground. Will the E-Girls. Chance here for Grace Mulverhill. Oh, backed out through the pack. Got a free kick, advantage given. And now she feeds a long handball forward to just forward of the wing. Might even receive it back. They run into a little bit of a tackle there, the Eagles, before the kick towards half-back. Renfrey was there. She left it for her teammate. I think that might have been Rhiannon Banner. Long kick into the centre. And we'll have another go at it. Jacobison with the footy for the Double Blues.
Yeah, we've got now we've got Amani, who's been tackled and taken to ground. And the free kick is going to go to Maddie Davis here. She's looking at her options. See, she goes straight down the middle, and it's been cut off by Lara Harding. Lara, a recruit from Pioneers, has come over to Rovers this year and has been playing a sensational season. She puts a ball. She's looking for her options. She looks like she's got Amani. Amani hasn't been able to take clean possession of the ball. She shrugs one tackle, two tackle, puts it on the boot. And it's gone three Pioneer players there. They've got to come out with this. As Ebony Miller, she puts the ball on the boot, and just in front of us, the ball hits the ground to no one in particular. Letitia Jeffries, she gets the quick kick away in the direction of Annie Coffey. Annie hasn't been able to take possession. Rovers look like they've got the ball. No! Here we go in Sissy Dunn. Sissy's got a yucky kick out and it's gone as far as the Rovers player in King. King is soccering the ball off the ground to try and get advantage. Not able to work. It's gone as far as Little.
Oh,
I would have thought kicking in danger. Anyway, Rovers, they've got the ball on the boot. Send it into their forward 50. Vanessa Stokes wasn't lucky enough to get this one. We've got Cayenne Campbell on the handball over to, looks like Felicia Swan. And that would have been a beautiful goal if it had gone the way.
Nice build-up. Just couldn't quite get the finish here. Rovers 2-1-13, Pioneer 1 straight goal 6, 2-2-14, 1 straight goal 6 on the red tail scoreboard as Vanessa Stokes kicks in. It's Suniva Sanga, close to best on ground at the moment for the Double Blues. Got a little kick to roll into the forward pocket. Felicia Swan gets there first. Strong tackle's been applied. And we're going to get a boundary throw in. Well done, Ebony Miller, applying the tackle.
Yeah, some great pressure from both sides, as we've seen. And the ball is coming in. It's going to be thrown in almost directly in front of the scoreboard. Sirens beat everybody.
So there is the first quarter of the 2020 Central Australia Football League Women's Competition Grand Final. And Rovers, the underdogs, off to a good start, 2-2-14, leading Pioneer 1 straight goal 6 on the red tail scoreboard. Quickly, the goal kickers for Rovers, one each to Maya Chikubison and Jordan Hickey. And for the E-Girls, Samantha Hugovan Hill kick one. Great start by Rovers, Cheryl Lee, but Pioneer worked their way back into it. Probably Yeperenye Miller pretty instrumental in that.
You'd say Rovers had dominated that quarter, and they've certainly had it in their forward 50 more times than not. Pioneers only the once, but they've come away with the score. So it'll be interesting to see how Pioneers regroup and come back in the second. Also, if Rovers can continue that domination.
We'll find out very, very soon. We're going to have a short break. Stay with us on ICTV. More great footy action from Alice Springs coming your way soon.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play it nice until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Buddha, are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses
ICTV.
Showing my way,
Your way.
our way.
The strong way.
Boom.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
Welcome back. You're watching ICTV's grand final action, coming to you live from Alice Springs, the venue, Traeger Park, the centre of Australian football, and it's quarter time in our first grand final of the day. The women's competition, not the first grand final, it's been at Traeger Park. Of course, Federal won the under-17s early on, but the first one for telecast. It's Rovers leading the Eagles at the first break, 2-2-14 to one straight goal, 6 on the red tail scoreboard. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary is Cheryl Lee Taylor as the umpire gets play underway to start the second term. Started pretty much the same way as the first. A big pack of players around the footy. Quick kick out of there by Sissy Dunn. Got it towards half forward for the Eagles. Little handball will be taken. Well, it wasn't taken by the Double Blues. Had a chance, but then stolen away. And now the ball only 40 out from the Eagles' goal. And they've got a player leading in the race for the ball. Bumped off it was Janaea Kopp. She goes back in to keep the ball in the area for the Eagles. Quick kick comes out by Jacobison for the Double Blues. Got it towards the halfback flank. Clever play there by Ella Mcguire. Push off her opponent, gather the footy and get it inside 50. Taken though by Louisa Crowby for the Double Blues. The umpire spotted a free kick. The signal was player held by not in possession. And it'll be taken by Kirsten Renfrey in defence for the Double Blues.
Yeah, Kirsten puts it on the boot, and she's gone as far as Jordan Hickey. Jordan's been their go-to person, but she hasn't been able to take clean possession. There's been a free kick awarded there to Pioneers, and that's in the way of Letitia Jeffries. She's got the ball. She's looking for her opponent in Tia Tia Patterson, who's by herself, but she's dropped what she should have taken, put the ball on the boot and sent it in the way of Sam Hill. Sam, we know she can do these tricky ones from the side, but she hasn't been able to take clean possession. That's Tia Patterson again. She centres it, tries to send it to the goal square, but no one's been able to take clean possession. Somehow Sam gets it back. She's gone for a kick on goal. And is that out of bounds on the full or behind?
I think it's out of bounds on the full. Just sinking back a little bit there. The foot pass by Letitia Jeffrey, daughter of the great Russell Jeffrey, down from the top end. The foot pass inside 50 was perfect.
Yeah, it was. It was, and probably just a bit of pressure getting to Tia Patterson, and we know she can take those ones. So she'll be looking for redemption. As the ball comes back in, Leonie Jones was the closest, but wasn't able to take clean possession. It's gone as far as Chelsea Fitz-Taylor. She's gone off to Grace. Grace has dropped it, and it's hit the ground. It's gone out now, and we've got Robin Little. She's on the boundary. She takes clean possession, tries to centre it a bit, and that goes to no one in particular. We've got 2 Rovers against 1. As the ball comes out by Lara Harding. And the ball goes up. No one's able to take possession. We've got Sissy Dunn in there. Teen Lou, who got a bit of the ball in the first quarter. She sends it back into the 50. Lara Harding's there again. She's working hard to get that ball out. Goes as far as Ella Mcguire. Ella hasn't been able to take clean possession either. As Maya in the centre for Rovers. Fumbles it, picked up by Kopp, who sends it flying in the direction of Sam Hill. Sam's at the back. Tries to get a sneaky kick in, can't do that. Ebony Miller's in there. Looks like Chelsea Fitz is there as well. She's trying to get it. No one's in there. Rovers are very strong in defensive as Rhiannon Banner gets the ball out, sends it out. As far as, Letitia Jeffrey for Pioneer. She gets a horrible hand pass as far as Ella Mcguire, who's able to put the ball on the boot to go nowhere in particular. Bit of fumbling around as Sissy Dunn, the ever reliable, sends it in. She's big kick. Goes as far as on the ground to Miller. Miller's trying to get it. She's been taken off without possession. No free kick there. Play on, says the umpire. Keep it going.
They get the second one. But, thought Ebony Miller might have been a little bit unlucky not to get a free kick.
Yep, but we've got Sam Hugenville-Hill who's taking this kick.
Great goal kicker, but this might test her for distance. I reckon only just inside 50 when she gets boot the ball.
That's right. The angle, I think, for her won't be the issue. She's been known to kick these ones, but she's going to centre it, put it at the top of the goal square. And looks like Miller was her target, who wasn't able to take a clean possession. Rovers been quite strong as a kick's gone through for a behind.
Quick soccer off the ground, almost opportunistic there. Pioneer get the first score on the Redtail scoreboard for the second term. They move on to 1-1-7. They're 7 points behind Rovers, 2-2-14. And we've got almost 11 minutes left in the second term as the Double Blues bring the ball back into play. They come the grandstand side of the ground. Oh, good contest there. And Jordan Hickey stood tall, took the mark and then played on. One bounce from the half-back flank. Didn't quite connect with the kick, but still got it towards centre wing and did find a teammate who was under pressure. She tried to get the kick away, Millie Jane. Still a chance here for the Double Blues. Jacobison over the top of the football. Good pressure coming here from the Eagles. Vanessa Stokes dives in low and holds it up. And we'll get a ball up centre wing right in front of the grandstand and right in front of the ICTV commentary box.
Yeah, we've seen Vanessa Stokes come up the ground a bit. She's usually fullback, so this will be interesting to watch as we've got Lillier and two young players in Monique George going up in the ruck. Goes as far as Libby Taylor. She puts it on the boot for Rovers. But we've got Tina Lube, by the looks of it, who gets possession, gets it over to Sissy Dunn, who puts a high fly to no one in particular. Goes as far as the Pioneer player. It's in a bit of space now. We've got Patterson for Pioneers. We've got Rhiannon Bannon, by the looks of it, for Rovers. She's wrapped
good
Patterson
tackle.
up.
No opportunity. Good tackle. Good umpiring again from the young lady.
Yep, that's right. Be interesting to see who goes up in this ruck contest.
Haven't seen Renee Smith doing a lot of ruck work of late. She started in the ruck for the Double Blues. Here's a chance for Ebony Miller on the Todd River side of the ground. Picks it up on the wing. Showed it to his opponent. Showed it to her opponent, and then had a bit of a run. One bounce, The kick will bounce inside the attacking 50 now for the Eagles. Getting back there first, Kirsten Renfrey. Played for the free kick a little. I suppose it was there. The umpire's going to give it to her. And she'll relieve the pressure from the scoreboard side back pocket for the Double Blues. She drifted back into defence and done some good work. We just saw on the replay there the little nudge from behind. Her kick's been intercepted. Is this Sissy done with the footy?
Yep.
One bounce. Didn't quite connect with the kick. Still got it to a teammate under a little bit of pressure. Was that Chelsea Fitz-Taylor who got boot the ball? I think it might have been. Her mum might be able to confirm that for us.
Yeah, that was that was her as the ball's gone to the boundary line. And it seems to like that scoreboard boundary because it was there for a long time in the first quarter and it's going to be thrown in again from there. Let's see who comes out with this ball. Looks like Dunn's gone up in the ruck against Rhiannon Bannon for the ruck contest. And interesting you say, I don't think Smith's out on the field for Rovers.
If that's an injury concern, it's a big worry for the Double Blues. That's pretty early on in the piece to be losing a player.
She started quite strong in that first quarter, so yeah, big blow to Rovers if that's the case. But also talking, it's 29 degrees out there at the moment, Stan. So
starting to blow a bit too, the wind. It was quite still earlier on, but probably in the last 10 minutes it's picked up a bit. Real blustery day here in Alice Springs yesterday. Let's hope it doesn't get that bad. Kick right to the top of the goal square here for the Eagles. Stack of players around it. Jordan Hickey, quick kick out of defence. It's still in the corridor here for the Eagles. Bit of a wrestle for the footy there. Ella Mcguire had hands on it. Umpire Matt Scoss crosses his arms. He wants a ball up about 48 metres out from the Eagles' goal.
Yeah, that's right. We've got the two youngsters go up in the ruck again. It's gone as far as, looks like Cop, and then that's gone back to, can't pick who that is, Tilmouth. Tilmouth gets called for holding the ball. Saniva's going to take the kick. She got a lot of possessions in the first game. She puts it as far as, looks like she was looking for Moisha Mccormack, who wasn't been able to take possession of it. Tina Lou's got the ball out.
Oh, good tackle.
Dropping the ball's been called from the umpire.
And he's pointing in the wrong direction here.
Bit of,
I'm sure he signalled holding the ball. And, oh well. The Eagles won the lottery there, I think. They'll get the kick towards the attacking 50. The Double Blues able to rebound out of defence. I think it was Harding that got the kick out towards the Todd Riverside wing. Went through some legs there. A little soccer off the ground. That'll get it going forward for the Double Blues. Bounces up towards the wing. Millie Jane leads in the race for the footy. Picked it up, a little handball backwards. Didn't find a target. Free kick over the shoulder. The umpire actually pointed in the wrong direction initially, then before changing his mind. Millie Jane gets the free kick on the half-forward flank. Todd Riverside of the ground for the Double Blues. It's probably the deepest they've been into attack in this second term.
Yeah, that's right. And looks like there's some strong defensiveness there from Pioneers. Jackie Nestle, who's managed to get the ball out. It's gone now back on that wing side to, looks like Janaea Kopp out on... She sends it down for Pioneers. She's looking in the direction of Ella Mcguire. She's managed to take possession of that ball. Oh, sorry, that's Tara Dawson. Dawson wasn't able to take it, and it's been handed over to Rovers. Here we have Geneva again.
Kick came from Shannon King, making a little bid for best on ground if the Double Blues win this. Geneva Sa'anga. Little kick, not bad either. And the mark's been taken by Thea Wishusen. Half-back flank, they've got a couple of tongue twisters out there. Kick into the centre. Nice mark. Ella Mcguire takes it for the Eagles. She'll send them back into attack once more. Done a lot more attacking in this second term than what they did in the first, the Eagles. They're making they're putting a bit of a press on at the moment. Footy just outside their 50. Samantha Hoogervan-Hill received the handball. Kick in towards the goal square. And Chelsea Fitz-Taylor's taken the mark on the chest. She can go back and line up for goal from about 25 metres out.
Yeah, that's right. It's she probably can make this. It's whether she'll talk herself out of it in the mindset. So she lines up, goes for goal in the Pioneer direction. Ooh. And it's gone through. Looks like a bit of a shepherd from Ebony has helped that go through for Pioneer's second goal. That now puts Pioneers 2-1-13, 1 point behind Rovers, 2-2-14. Cracker of the game. Just 4.5 minutes remaining of this second term.
Yeah, have a look at the replay here. The kick came in and it was Hoogervan-Hill, who normally kicks the goals this time, and a goal assist. Mark taken by Chelsea Fitz-Taylor. And just got to the line. That's shepherding. Was it Hoogerville Hill down there again?
That was Ebony Miller.
Ebony Miller. Making sure it went through for a goal. And one of the two commentators up here has an extra wide smile on her face. Only 1 point in it now on the Red Tail scoreboard.
That's right. I think we're going to have a very good game, as we both predicted at the beginning, Stan. And it's anyone's game.
I'm just wondering if, looking at the breeze out there now, maybe favouring the end that Pioneer are kicking to.
They've certainly dominated as the rucks go up. Gabby Coffey, she's managed to take possession, but that's gone as far as Moisha Mccormack, I think that is. Felicia Swan. Felicia's taken one bounce. She centres the kick, sends it into their forward 50 to no one in particular. She went the Cayenne Campbell direction, but wasn't able to come away with it.
Ooh.
And Cayenne's put a nice tackle on there.
I think the umpire's called for a ball up. I didn't see a signal for a free kick.
Maybe no
there.
Clear.
No opportunity, maybe. And Cayenne Campbell, daughter of an ex-AFL player, Fred Campbell.
Yep, that's right.
Better mention Mum too, Kylie Bloomfield, pretty accomplished sports person as a young lady too.
Yep, as we've got Hickey go up for the ruck. It's gone down as far as Pioneers, who've managed to get the ball back away into the centre. Gone in the direction of Miller. She hasn't been able to take possession of it, but Gabby Coffey is fumbling a bit, but she's tried to get the ball out. Probably unlucky not to, yep.
She didn't have much of an opportunity. I guess the fact that it sort of fell out looking like a throw was what's cost her in the end.
Harding, she's put the ball on the boot. It's gone to Libby Taylor. Libby's sent the ball into their forward 50 as far as, looks like Tamlin Neck there.
Millie Jane?
Millie Jane, sorry about that. The ball's gone in the Cayenne Campbell direction. She hasn't been able to take possession of it. Vanessa Stokes is back there. She's working hard as the ball goes over the line, over the boundary, and we'll have a ball in down there.
Chance for the Double Blues. They haven't had it this far deep into attack too often at all in this second term. They had the better of the opening term. The Eagles are pressing at the moment, so the Double Blues would really want to take an opportunity here. No ruckman got a hand on that. Ella Mcguire's having a very good game for the Eagles. His kick out of defence has been marked by Elizabeth Taylor. We're not talking Academy Awards. We're talking Libby Taylor for Rovers. At the moment, kick towards the top of the square. Vanessa Stokes takes a strong contested mark.
Very reliable down there. She sends it out to the 50-metre line, and we've got, looks like Cop there. She puts the ball on the foot, but it goes as far as Renfrey. Renfrey, it's been taken off her and gone to no one in particular. Ella Mcguire again, she puts a ball on the boot. It's in front of the grandstand end. Sam Hoogenville Hill is there trying to take clean possession of it. She's got Izzy there right on her back, giving the pressure on as Sam gets it out to Coffey in the Gabby variety. Gabby tries to shake one tackle, but able to get a kick away and went as far as Rovers. Rovers, they've now got possession. There's a horrible kick which has gone as far as Sam. Sam Hoogenville Hill puts the ball. She sends it to Pioneers forward 50. She's got Rovers there in Rhiannon Bannon, who's managed to get the kick away. Still on the boundary line. No one in particular wants it. No, Rovers of King looks like taking the kick out. Has gone as far as Smith, who
She's
we were
back
talking
out
about.
on the ground. Renee Smith taking the mark, kicks towards the wing. Good contest there. Ball off hands. Felicia Swan lurking, picks it up. Good tackle by Hoogerville Hill. The ball spills free. Quick kick forward for the Double Blues by Millie Jane. Goes out wide and bounces over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. It's almost stalemate at the moment. A real arm wrestle.
Yeah, and you can just see the desperation on both teams. Everyone wants the ball. There's a free kick given to Leonie Jones. So she's going to take the free kick. She's looking for her options.
Ooh,
she sends as far as Cop. Cop's got someone clean on her tails from Rovers in Libby Taylor, but still manages to get the ball away.
Half-time siren. Yeah, what a great half of footy. Who's going to win the 2020 Women's Competition Grand Final? We're none the wiser after 2 quarters of football because there's only 1 point in it. Rovers 2-2-14 lead the E-Girls 2-1-13. Quickly, the goal kickers, firstly for Rovers, Maya Jacobison and Jordan Hickey, one apiece. For the Eagles, Samantha Hoogerville Hill and Chelsea Fitz-Taylor with 1 goal each. Just quickly, Cheryl Lee did develop into an arm wrestle in that second term. I think it'd be fair to say the Eagles got themselves back into it though.
Yeah, that's right, and they certainly dominated that quarter. We saw Rovers dominate the first quarter. Pioneers came out and dominated that second quarter, which you'd expect. So they both sort of run out almost as if it's the start of the game with only 1 point in it.
This telecast being brought to you by the Red Tails, Pink Tails Right Tracks program, Yeperenye Shopping Centre and the Central Australian Women's Legal Service. Stay with us on ICTV. Another half to go in this exciting grand final, and then 2 more grand finals after that. Huge day. Stay with us, don't go anywhere.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Buddha, are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
Melbourne's Safe Bathroom Checklist helps you keep your home healthy. Check your bathroom using the 3 options from the list. Pick it if it works, and look around your bathroom for other things that might not be working as they should. Cross if it's broken or not working correctly, and circle things on that list that you don't have in your bathroom. A healthy home keeps you and your family healthy. And don't forget to report anything that's not working to your local housing authority.
ICTV.
Showing my way,
Your way.
our way.
The strong way.
Boom.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play it nice until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Woulda, are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Melbourne's Safe Bathroom Checklist helps you keep your home healthy. Check your bathroom using the 3 options from the list. Tick it if it works, and look around your bathroom for other things that might not be working as they should. Cross if it's broken or not working correctly, and circle things on that list that you don't have in your bathroom. A healthy home keeps you and your family healthy. And don't forget to report anything that's not working to your local housing authority.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
And welcome back to ICTV and our coverage of the 2020 CAFL Grand Final Day. It's half time in our opening match for telecast, the Women's Competition Grand Final. Only 1 point the difference on the Red Tail scoreboard at the main break. Rovers 2-2-14 leading the Eagles 2-1-13. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Shirley Fitz-Taylor. Oh, just stick with the Taylor, should I?
Yeah.
And look, cracking first half. Nothing in it. We start all over again, basically.
Almost from the start, and Smith, who we were talking about, was dominant in the ruck in the first quarter. She's back out there for the third, as Pioneers have managed to get the ball away from Dunn. She's kicked it down to no one in particular, but there's been pressure put in by Cole, who looks like she's managed to get the ball. No, it spills out. It's gone back to King from Rovers. She puts the ball out, and it's going to go back to Dunn. Sissy Dunn. She's very reliable here, but looks like, oh, there's been a free kick called for a high tackle, or a
certainly a player down there for the Double Blues.
That looks like Jordan Hickey.
Back on her feet, didn't realise she had the free kick. Went to trot off and maybe into a bit of space to receive it. Been a very good player, as we would expect. in this game, someone with AFLW experience. Gold Coast, I think these days, and probably only interrupted by COVID at the moment, a kick towards half forward. Moisha Mccormack in the action. Oh, but Vanessa Stokes bursting off half back, and a long bomb right into the centre of the ground. It was 2-on-1, and Kirsten Renfrey taking the mark for the Double Blues. She'll send it back towards half forward. No one home there though, just Sissy Dunn for the Eagles.
Yeah, she's put the ball on the boots, tried to go for Cop. Cop hasn't been able to take it. The ball's on the ground, looks like Tillmouth and Cop are there. There's a kick out that goes as far as Libby Taylor. She picks it up, does a quick kick out. That's gone down to Rovers, forward 50 line. Patterson looks like there. She's working hard for Pioneers as Leticia Jeffries gets a quick kick out, and it goes as far as Smith for Rovers.
Off the ground for a while in the second term, and the Eagles certainly got back into it when she was absent. Chance here for the Double Blues. It's inside their 50. Elizabeth Taylor got the kick. But, Sissy Dunn back there, maybe playing loose in defence, has taken the mark, and she finds the other champ. Two champs out there for the Eagles. Ebony Miller, multiple medals, best and fairest medals amongst those two.
Yeah, that's right. I reckon they'd fill a whole room if they put all their stuff together. As Kirsten Renfrey, she's taken a clean mark, but she's going to send it back to Smith. To Miller. Miller, she's looking for options. She sees, looks like Tillmouth out there in Bree by herself. Bree's just slowed it down a bit. She's seen Leticia Jeffries hasn't been able to get the kick right to her. Bit of a slip there by Jeffries. And Jordan Hickey's just gone through and said, yep, I'll have that. She puts it on the boot. Big kick into no one in particular. There looks like Jackie for Pioneers. She's in the race to win it out, but she's still got the ball. She gets a kick out. And looks like Tillmouth might be there again. Bree, she picks up the ball now. She's on the Todd River side. She goes as far as Cop. Cop hasn't been able to take it. She's got King from Rovers dead on her heels. There's a bit of a tussle for the ball. Cop comes out with the ball, sends a kick through, and there's been a kick mid-air from Rovers. They've now got possession as it's gone in back into the middle with Leonie Jones. She hasn't been able to take clean possession of it. Lara Harding's in there for Rovers. Leonie Jones has come out. No, there's a holding the person, which has gone against Pioneers, and Lara Harding for Rovers will take that kick.
Yeah, the tackle probably just lingered on. We got it on the replay there. Just pulled her away, and she didn't have possession of the footy. So once again, we get to say good umpiring. Said it a few times today. A little bit of space out here on the grandstand side for the Double Blues. Rhiannon Banner took the mark, kicked it up towards the wing. There's Ebony Miller in the road again, or dragged her opponent off the footy. Elizabeth Taylor, maybe some great acting from Elizabeth Taylor. It's happened in the past. She gets the free kick on the grandstand wing. Where's Richard Burton when you need him? Kick out wide. Footy taken just inside the boundary line for the Double Blues by Armani Francois. Kick mark not quite taken by Hickey. Time for her to recover. Kick into the pocket. Player loose all on her own. The Double Blues have got a mark. And a set shot for goal coming up from about 30 metres out. And the player with the footy is Charlotte Burch.
Yeah, so Charlotte will be looking. She was, I think, in the top 5 women goal kickers for this season. She's come over from Pioneers this season over to Rovers. She puts the ball on the boot. Looks good from here. And Rovers will be very happy with that one. And they'll be looking at a great start for the third quarter with the goal in their direction.
Yeah, they've stretched their margin out to 7 points on the red tail scoreboard. 3-2-20 to 2-1-13. And looking at the 3 previous meetings between these two clubs before this game, that's the most goals Rovers have kicked against the E-Girls this year. Their previous best was 2 in the semi-final. We got the replay there. Hickey.
Again,
terrific. There's a couple of genuine stars and prime movers on both these teams. We've mentioned Miller and perhaps Dunn for the E-Girls, but Hickey fills that role for Rovers quite well. This is a good set shot for goal too. Great view from the ICTV cameras.
She liked that. I think as soon as it left the boot, she knew it was going straight through. So as the ball goes back up, we've got no one in particular who's managed to get the ball out, apart from Sissy Dunn. She puts the ball on the boot in the Sam Hill direction. No one's been able to take clean possession. Leonie Jones from Pioneers comes out with it. She sent it to the forward 50, and looks like King for Rovers has managed to. She's created a bit of hassle there for the defensive side. Pioneers still fighting and tussling, trying to get it out. Rhiannon Brathen gets a kick out to Miller. Miller wasn't able to take the clean mark. She's then shrugged off one tackle. Now she's on a bounce. She's lining up for a goal. Can she do it? Oh, and it's been saved in the line of defence there for Rovers.
Might be Rhiannon Bannon again, or Banner, and short pass out wide into the pocket, taken by Leissa Crowby. So the Double Blues defence, after some great play by Ebony Miller, just had a couple of blokes in the right spot. Hoogervan Hill over the top of the football. She's going to receive a free kick here. Perhaps a goal-kicking opportunity too.
Yeah, that's right. And you'd sort of have to back her from here. Obviously don't want to give her the commentator's curse, but if she kicks this, we're back to 1 point again, Stan.
Yeah, probably right on the distance. Pretty blustery out there too. If anything, I reckon the Eagles may be kicking into it. Hoogervan Hill is a master goal kicker. This one will go right to the goal square. Oh, Miller there got hands on it. Couldn't complete the mark. She's the first to recover and pick it up in the forward pocket. Whistle's gone out there. I'll wait on the umpire.
It's a free
Looks
kick
like
to
Ebony
Miller.
Miller's got the free. Pretty tough shot at goal from here. And Team Thing spotted a player loose in a better position. Just didn't quite get the football over to Shanika Cole on the full. It comes back to Miller inside the boundary line. Tried to sell a bit of candy, but Felicia Swan wasn't buying it. She applied the tackle. The ball's gone over the line.
Yeah, that's right. Some very strong pressure there put on by Rovers as we've got the throw in. Can't see who's rucking there. Looks like Hill versus Hickey. Rovers managed to get the ball out. They've gone as looks like Felicia Swan. She's been taken high, I reckon, and she's going to be rewarded with the free kick for that.
Might be Moisha.
Yep, I think you're right. So Moisha, she puts the ball out. It's gone, you've got Little, and I can't see the Rovers player for that. Maybe Hayley Nobbs, they're going for the ball. They've, no one has been able to take clean possession, except for Pioneers. They've got away with the ball. Grace from Darwin, she puts the ball on the boot. She's gone to Miller. Miller hasn't, she's got a bit of a fight on her to get that ball, but managed to get it out in, that's Cole. She's had a fight for the ball. It's gone to Sissy Dunn. Sissy's put the ball on the boot, but it's gone as far as Rhiannon Batten, I reckon that is.
She has done a terrific job back there in defence for the Double Blues. That's a nice pass. Jessica Lena's taken the mark from just inside the defensive 50, right out to the half-back flank. One-on-one marking contest. Hickey in the front position is the first to recover. Gives herself a little bit of time with some back-pedalling, then kicks towards the wing on the grandstand side of the ground. Up but unable to take the mark was Elizabeth Taylor. Now a chance for the Eagles. Tina Liu in the action. The umpire's called a throw there.
Well, he was in prime possession to see that, so unfortunately that's gone against Pioneers and in the way of Rovers, and looks like Hickey's going to take that ball.
Pretty good game, Jordan Hickey.
Yeah, she has, and she's just going to slow it down by the looks of it. She's gone for a safe kick into Libby Taylor. Libby hasn't got anyone she looks to play on. It's gone as far as Tina Liu for Pioneers. She's also had a few possessions this game. She's looking for her options. She's seen looks like Bree Tilmouth on the Rovers 50-metre line. She's looking for her options. The umpire says play on, which she does. She gets the ball out, and we got Miller and Renfrey.
I think there's a 50-metre penalty here.
So I think she went over the mark before the play on was called.
Tina Liu motioned to play on, but she didn't step off the mark. She might have taken a step forward and then a step back, and you're allowed to do it, and sometimes that sucks the opposition player in a bit.
So we got Tilmouth dead in the centre. She's gone as far as no one in particular. The ball's hit the ground. Rovers have come out with that. Now we've got Felicia Swan. She's taken clean possession of it. She's beat a couple of Pioneer players to get that ball.
Well done.
There's been a big shepherd put on there in the middle.
Well, I said well done because I like to see players shepherd, but the umpires deemed it was illegal.
Oh.
It's going to come back to the Eagles. Maybe collected a little bit high. Not sure. Again, the umpire, good position. We've got a replay here, and looked like a all right shepherd to me. The Double Blues are going to go forward. Let's not question the umpires. It's a tough job. I've done it. It's pretty hard.
Especially on today when everyone wants to win. It's gone down to Kopp, who wasn't able to take it. Renfrey, she's there, managed to pick up the crumbs, put the ball on the boot, but it's gone as far as Robin Little, who's going to take an easy mark. She looks for her option. She sees Grace for Pioneers on the Todd Riverside wing. Grace has gone back, takes the ball. She's looking for Hooganville Hill. Hill, she's there. She's run onto the ball. Looks like she's been held. Yep, and she's been called for that.
It's clever.
She played well for that.
Yeah, little handball out in front of herself, and as soon as she was grabbed, she threw the arms out. Might have been acting lessons from Elizabeth Taylor. Sissy done with the mark inside 50. She's going to play on. She's looking for the lead out from full forward. In fact, she placed it a little bit further forward than that. And what is it, Madison Davis to here with the mark?
Yes, that's right. She's got a little bit of an angle, but certainly the distance shouldn't be an issue for her.
The Eagles looking to draw themselves back within one straight kick. So it's an important shot at goal. Oh, didn't get any elevation at all, and the player on the mark able to smother it. So ball still about 20 metres out from the Eagles goal. Working hard there was Laissa Crowby for the Double Blues. They eventually get it out to the half-back flank. Here's Ella Mcguire leading in the race for the footy. She's been tackled but got the handball away, and Ebony Miller picks up. Oh, sold the candy that time. Showed the footy to the opponent, then put it onto the boot. Renee Smith dies low, can't quite hold onto the slips catch mark. Little toe poke, just gets it out sideways there for the Eagles. Now a real pack developing over the top of the football, right on the centre half forward line. Hands and knees, Elizabeth Taylor knocks the ball out. Smith can't get it for the Double Blues, has another go, got a hand on it but couldn't control it. Nice pick up and handball by Janaea Kopp. Got the footy to Letitia Jeffrey. Her kick now inside the attacking 50 for the Eagles, but the Double Blues rebound again.
Yeah, that's right. We've got Felicia Swan on the Gap Road side. She's taken a bounce. She gets it out, but it's gone as far as Robin Little. She's taken easy mark. She's put it back in the direction it came from, and doesn't look like anyone in particular is there. They're all the free kicks being given.
Yeah,
pushing them back, did you say?
Yeah.
I missed that one. So Felicia Swan's going to take the free kick.
Starting to look dangerous too.
She is. She's gotten right into this game at the moment, Felicia. She puts the ball in. Can't quite see who that looks like. Amani Francesco, who's got the ball. But she's been stripped of it. It's gone through Pioneers. It's gone now to Tillmouth. She just picks it up casually, puts it on the boot. Looks like Sam Hill, and can't quite see the Rovers player who's in that race. The ball gets sent back in the Rovers' direction. Felicia Swan again, unable to take it. She gets it out, tries to get to Moisha Mccormack. She wasn't able to take clean possession. Tina Liu has been tackled without the ball.
She's going to get the free. I didn't quite catch the signal of the umpire there. Thought it was a good contest. So Tina Liu, kick towards the Todd Riverside wing. Well, Double Blues were at it best of all. Kirsten Renfrey, who's been very solid. Playing in a role mainly across half back today. Slowing things down. Now the kick towards half forward for the Double Blues. They paddle it out towards Hickey. Hickey gets a quick handball away under pressure. Picked up by, I think it might have been Janaea Kopp there for the Eagles. Her kick into the centre of the ground. Renee Smith, a little bit of body work before she took the mark. She's got it right smack bang in the centre of Traeger Park, the centre of Australian football. Awkward looking kick, but it's effective. And Suneva Sanga's taken the mark.
There she is. She's racking up a heap of possessions. They're looking for Libby Taylor. Libby wasn't able to take a clean mark, but she's managed to ruck her own way.
Tackle.
Great tackle there by, looks like Jackie for Pioneers. There's a bit of a tussle. Oh, there's been a free kick awarded, and I'd say that's holding
Nestor.
the ball.
Yeah, there's a replay. That is
Great.
a strong tackle. Coming against the tide there.
Gone as far as Tina Liu, who again has
Big
clean.
quarter.
Yeah, she's had a heap of possessions. She's looking for her options. She's put it out towards the boundary line, and it's the two ruckmans have gone up, and it's being pushed over the boundary line.
Seems to have lifted too, Renee Smith.
Yeah, it's good to see her back on the field. We didn't see her in that second quarter. Oh, there's been a free kick awarded.
No, boundary throw in. There was one awarded earlier in the day that I just thought was out of bounds. I wondered what was going on. We've got a boundary throw in, footy on the grandstand side wing. That throw in cleared both ruckmen. Now Lou slaps it forward. In fact, it was Mulatalo, I think, who slapped it forward for the Eagles. Got it to the wing as the three-quarter time siren sounds. And it's an exciting 2020 CAFL Women's Grand Final. At the final break, Rovers 3-2-20. Lead Pioneer 2-1-13 on the red tail scoreboard. The goal kickers for Rovers, one each to Charlotte Burch, Maya Jacobison and Jordan Hickey. And for the Eagles, one each to Samantha Hoogovan Hill and Chelsea Fitz-Taylor. One goal in that term for the Double Blues, Cheryl Lee. This game's still up for grabs. Maybe the Eagles going to the scoring end in the final term.
Yeah, look, 2 straight kicks is all that's in it. And certainly Pioneers will be looking to go back what they traditionally call their home end. So maybe that will gear them up a bit. Obviously Rovers will be looking to finish off their strong performance so far.
7 points of difference on the Red Tails scoreboard. Rovers leading the Eagles in the 2020 CAFL Women's Competition Grand Final. Stay with us on ICTV. The last quarter promises to be an absolute beauty.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Woodar, are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
You're watching ICTV, and coming up, it's the final quarter of the 2020 CAFL Women's Grand Final. Rovers are leading Pioneer by 7 points on the Red Tail scoreboard, as the Eagles will get the first centre clearance. No, they won't. Sissy Dunn's handball taken by Renee Smith. High kick towards half forward, where Jordan Hickey has taken the mark for the Double Blues. It's going to be a very important first 5 minutes. Almost a mark taken there by Charlotte Burch. Just couldn't quite hold onto it long enough. Plenty of players over the top of it now. Pioneer will be trying to hold it in for a ball up, but the ball does come out. Back to Hickey. A kick forward, partly smothered. So no distance gained there for the Double Blues. Oh, Lou under a lot of pressure there. She tried to get boot the ball. Another quick kick forward here by Charlotte Burch for the Double Blues. It's at the top of their goal square. Under a fair bit of pressure. Cayenne Campbell lurking around the football. Talented youngster there. Hickey back in the action again too for the Double Blues. Somehow Pioneer get it out, but it's gone straight to Moisha Mccormack, who puts it onto the boot and misses from about 10 metres out. There was pressure coming Would have been a great start for the Double Blues. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Cheryl Lee Taylor. Exciting stuff in this final term. It's up for grabs.
That's right. And if we look at the replay, I reckon Moisha, if she just took...
Just that weight pressure, Tina Lee, give her some credit.
I was going to say if she took another second, but she didn't have that. As the ball comes back in, looks like Tilmouth there. She's... No, Cop's come out with the ball on the Todd River side. She's gone to the wing. She's looked for... looks like Ebony Miller. Ebony's managed to get the hand pass out to Grace. She's going to bounce. She's going for another one. No, she puts the ball on the boot, sends it into... Oh, what a beautiful mark there taken by Maddie Davis. Maddie, she's looking for her options. She looks for a quick play on. She puts the ball towards the Tara Dawson direction. Unfortunately, it hasn't gone their way. Looks like Chelsea Taylor-Fitz is in there. She hasn't been able to get the ball out. And... a stretchy mark there by Maddie again. She's in the ball of the play. We've got Gabby Coffey. She's picked the ball up. Patterson, she's put the ball on the boot and it's gone I was going to say as far as Renfrey. Renfrey missed a mark that she should have taken, but she's managed to clean it up and get the ball out of their defensive 50. As Lara Harding, that's Libby Taylor. Libby's got the ball. She's taken a bounce, set the ball in to King, I think that is. No, Millie Jane. She's got the ball. She takes a kick out to no one in particular. We've got Dunn here. She's going to clean up quite easily for Pioneers. And her now target, I reckon, was Miller, but looks like Libby Taylor's just taken that mark.
Been a pretty handy player all day for the Double Blues. Elizabeth Taylor, this time they've spilt a chest mark on the half-forward flank. That opens the door for the E-Girls. Sissy Dunn with the footy. Kick forward to the wings, been intercepted by Lara Harding for the Double Blues. One way, then the other. Buys a little bit of time on the right boot. Moisha Mccormack stood tall in the marking contest for a not very tall person. Then she got the kick to half forward. Strong hands. Jordan Hickey's taken the mark. Double Blues making a little bit of a bid here to try and stretch the margin out to a winning one, but the kick inside 50. Well cut off for the Eagles by Jackie Nestor.
Yeah, she's now looking for her options. Looks like she's going in the... way of Tilmouth. Tilmouth's the ball's in front, but the boundary line I think is going to beat her and her Rovers opponent.
Double Blues, it just feels like they're surging a bit early in this term. The scoring end has been the other end of the ground, so the Eagles will be counting on that.
Hickey's also been very strong in this game. So, and again, she's our go-to person as the ball comes back in. But she hasn't been able to take clean possession. Little, Robin has got the ball out. It's gone as far as Libby Taylor again. Her kick's been smothered there. Great work by Pioneers. But no, there's a bit of time happening there. The ball's been put on the boot, sent in the centre, and no one's there but Banner. Banner gets the ball out. She goes...
tackle.
Beautiful tackle there by Sam Hugenville-Hill. She's going to be rewarded with a free kick here.
Needed that one too. They were away.
They were gone as it's going to go as far as, I reckon, Kirsten Renfrey, unfortunately. Pioneers, unfortunately, not able to hit their targets, either as Rovers. Taylor there, she looks a bit like she's getting a bit tired. So I reckon if Pioneers can put the pressure on. Goes to no one in particular. Patterson's in there with Rovers. She's put on a tough tackle, and the umpire's going to say that will be mine.
Yeah, Pioneers now defending desperately. We mentioned Rovers. It feels like they're surging. Gabrielle Coffey to do the ruck work against Renee Smith. This time Coffey wins the tap and does the roving. Slipped the handball off to Ebony Miller. Kick from her, bounces towards the centre wing. Ordinary bounce for the Eagles. The ball spills free to Felicia Swan. Had a bounce just as she was grabbed, but able to break away. And then the kick goes out wide for the Double Blues. Well, the ball went to ground and the player was still tackled there, Melanie Churchill, so she's ended up getting a free kick. Chance to get the Double Blues perhaps just inside 50. No, we won't go that far with that kick. Just inside the boundary line. Millie Jane there, paddled it away. Ball picked up for the Eagles by Robin Little. Got the handball off and now the kick towards the back flank. Ball offhand, spills Rovers' way. Lara Harding with it. She'll kick back towards their 50 and a strong mark Is it Sam Mant, the Hooverton Hill back there? The goal kicker playing on the back line.
They've brought her up a bit to be a bit of a defensive role as Miller gets the ball. She gets the kick out. There's no Pioneer player. There's plenty of Rovers. Rovers are looking at their options. But it's looked like Patterson has taken a clean possession there on the right in front of the grandstand here on the wing. She's looking for her options. It's obviously hot. People are getting a bit tired out there. She puts the ball out into space for, well, it's all Rovers at the moment, but in there is Tara Dawson. Also Ella Mcguire, but Rovers get the ball out in Banner. Banner's got a clean possession out to Renfrey. Renfrey has been wrapped up in a tackle by Pioneers components everywhere. No one wants the ball. The ball spilled out. Bit of ball on the ground. Looks like here we've got Dunn. Is she going to be able to create something out of nothing? And the umpire's letting it all go as the ball spills out. Oh. Dunn gets a kick out, and it's gone for a behind.
She's lifting to Nicolette Dunn, Sissy Dunn.
Yeah, and look, I think Sissy Dunn, she's a game changer. So if she can bring her team along, they'll finish strongly. But as we know, she's got 17 other teammates out there.
7 points of difference on the red-tailed scoreboard. 3-3-21 for Rovers, 2-2-14 for the E-Girls. The kick for the Double Blues goes out to the Todd River side, and running onto it, Felicia Swan. Had a pretty good game. The handball over the ruckman, Renee Smith, gives it back in the old 1-2. Then Swan gives it back again, so it's probably a 3-4 there for Renee Smith as she kicks towards the wing. Ball just eluded her teammate, and it's rolled out of bounds on that Todd River side wing, and we'll get a free kick out of that.
Not sure what that was for, but Sam's going to take that as far as looks like Tilmouth. Yep, Bree Tilmouth. She's got the ball. She sent the ball down, but it's gone close to the boundary line. So I'm not sure whether it's gone out on the full or bounced just before. No, it's going to be a free quick kick to Lara Harding there for Rovers.
A little bit of a calm before the storm, it feels like.
Yeah, that's right. And I'd say a lot of tired players out there. Middle of the day, very hot day here in Alice Springs as the ball comes in. But looks like Tara Malloy there for Pioneers. She's doing a bit of work on the ground to get the ball out. Miller, she's come back. She hasn't been able to take clean possession of it, but she's back in there again. She's got some backup at the back. She decides to go to further out on the wing there in Sam Hugenville Hill. She puts the ball quickly out on the boot. And it looks like Jordan Hickey again.
Sam Hugenville Hill, that's not a bad move. She's starting to get a lot of footy further up the ground. I guess you can't have her in two spots at once.
No, that's right. As Rovers, they're just working the ball down.
Moisha McCormack.
Oh.
She's taking the mark after the kick from Hickey. She'll go out wide and find Felicia Swan. The longer the game's gone, the better she's got. Mark just inside the boundary line, and now she'll play on. Kick's fairly long too, and nice mark taken by, might be Maya Jakubison.
Yeah, I reckon that's her.
Kicked the first goal of the game. Pass short and out wide. Oh, could have been a mark there to Millie Jane. Couldn't quite hold on to it, but then good recovery. Breaks through a tackle. Kick will go inside 50 for Double Blues. Neva Saanga there had a lot of footy early on. Haven't probably seen as much of her later in the game. The ball out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Right on the attacking 50 for the Double Blues. They lead by 7 points, red tail scoreboard. We've got almost 6 minutes left to go.
Yeah, that's right. There's plenty of time for either Pioneers to come back and win this one or Rovers to get away with it as the ball is thrown in. It's going to go and be cleaned up by Miller and Smith. No, Kyan Campbell's come out. There's been a free kick awarded, and I've missed what that one was for.
So did I.
Oh, no, it's going. It's gone in the direction of Miller. She's got some options. Looks like Cop is her target. It's gone over her head, and Renfrey for Rovers has been able to clean that up. But it's gone back as far as Grace, who's handballed onto Little. Little's got a little chip kick over, but it's gone to no one in particular. Jeffries is in there fighting for Pioneers as a heap of Rovers players. She's come out with it again, Jeffries. She's given a quick handball out as the ball gets in Sissy Dunn's direction. She wasn't able to take the mark, but she's managed to play the ball in her favour. Probably a bit unlucky not to give away a free kick there, but she gets the ball up. Ball's up, taken by no one in particular. We've got Sam Hugenville Hill, and she's out there fighting for the ball. Quick chip out, and centres it. There's just a team of Rovers there who in the last line of defence. But looks like Patterson has taken a nice mark. She's gone to play on quickly. Sends the ball back to Hougainville Hill. She's taken a beautiful mark in front of the scoreboard.
Juggling effort. Good mark, deep in the forward pocket. She's a noted goal kicker. The angle. Well, she's dealt with this before. Oh, gee, vital moments in this grand final now. We're ticking down to 4 minutes to go.
Kicks this, game
only
changer.
1 point in it.
Puts the ball on the bill.
Poster. Could be an important point though. Now it's only one straight kick the difference. 2-3-15, E-Girls, Rovers 3-3-21 on the red-tailed scoreboard as Rhiannon Banner brings the ball back into play for the Double Blues. To the one that I reckon their best player today, Jordan Hickey. Mark in the back pocket. Smith offers a lead further afield. That's ignored. And the kick's gone straight to Ebony Miller. Perhaps Pioneer's best player.
Yeah, that's right. As she's looking for the options now. She sends a ball, and I reckon she's got Dunn in her favour.
Yeah.
Just outclassed everyone there, didn't she?
Getting better and better as we get closer to the end. The cream rises to the top.
Back to Miller. Now, Miller has come off the NTFL's leading goal scorer season, so she'll be wanting to, well, we know she can slot this, but she's a bit of an angle, and I reckon she'll kick from about 40 metres out here. As she lines up, she's in front of her Pioneer crowd. Can she bring it home? Unfortunately, it's just gone slightly to the left and gone through for another behind.
Dare I say it, another important point, because now if the E-Girls kick a goal, they find themselves 1 point in front.
That's right.
It's just come down to this now.
Pressure's on everyone's side. Obviously, Rovers want to get the ball out quickly. Pioneers want to keep it in their 50. As the ball comes in, looks like it's gone past everybody there, and we've got Little there. She's fighting in there with Kopp, helping her out there. Looks like Annie Coffey. She's trying to get possession of the ball. No one's able to pick it up as the ball's gone over the boundary line.
Boundary line won that one. Tree of knowledge over there. Be some learned comments coming over the fence.
Or is there a free kick?
I'm wondering about this. There seems to be a last touch rule going on, but we have boundary umpires out there. I was confused last week with bush footy too. But now we've got what I reckon we should have. A boundary throw in. Footy about 60 metres out from the Eagles' goal. It was a flat throw in too. Went straight to the Double Blues. And able to slam it onto the boot. Get it to the wing. It's a good mark taken there.
Ella Mcguire.
Pretty good game too, Ella Mcguire. Particularly early on, got stacks of footy, high kick towards a half-forward flank. The pack went up, the crumbs spilt down. Charge here for the Eagles. Grace Mulvihill's handball forward was smothered. Moisha Mccormack picks up for the Double Blues. Straight back to the Eagles again. Once more forward towards half-forward. That's a pretty good mark. Taken by,
Libby Taylor.
All right, Libby Taylor. Good game from her too. She's put it out into space and they can run onto it. Jacobison overran the football. Might open the door for Mcguire. No, the recovery good for the Double Blues. Kick towards a half-forward flank. Charlotte Burch there. She'll go inside 50. Charts for the youngster, Cayenne Campbell. Leading in the race for the footy. She picks it up just inside the boundary line. Centres it up. It's a clever kick. Good team play. And the mark taken by Charlotte Burch.
Yeah, that was a great move there by the youngster in Campbell. Just to centre it, slow it down, allow her players, her teammates to come back in, but also give the opportunity to Charlotte Burch. She's going to kick from about 45 out, I reckon. She sends it on the boot, up, and it's going Cayenne. No, she hasn't been able to take clean possession of it. No one has as the ball's on the ground. Hickey's there trying to get a quick kick out. Not gone her way. There's a bit of scrambles on the ground.
I don't think the Eagles have got time. We're ticking down to 30 seconds to go.
Yep, as the umpire says, I'll have that, and I'll do a bit of a ball up. Ball goes up. We've got, looks like Jackie and Hickey go out. Cayenne Campbell's managed to get the ball, but not a clean possession. She hasn't been able to do anything with it. Libby Taylor's in there as well. She's trying to get a quick kick out, which she does. And cements that for the Rovers women to take home the 2020 Premiership.
Goal kicker, Libby Taylor.
Yep, that's her first.
There goes the siren. There it is, bit of an upset. Rovers have won their first ever CAFL Women's Premiership. They're celebrating, and to do it, they've had to beat the best in the business, the mighty E-Girls. A terrific grand final. The final score 4-3-27. Rovers, Pioneer, or the E-Girls, 2-4-16. Look, great effort by the Double Blues. They probably went in as underdogs, Cheryl.
Yeah, that's right. And look, I think obviously the experience going into this game, this is their third grand final. They obviously worked hard to get here, and it's paid off for them. That last goal in particular, just to cement it, they went through, I reckon, a crowd of the defensive line, and still managed to get a goal out of it.
Let's have a look at the goal kickers. They were all singles today, one each for Charlotte Burch, Maya Jakubison. Look, I hope I've pronounced that correctly at least once or twice today, Maya. Jordan Hickey kicked one in the final goal there to Elizabeth Taylor for the Eagles, one each to Samantha Hoogovan Hill, and Chelsea Fitz-Taylor gets the family name on the scoreboard. So, look, maybe a short break now, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at some presentations. Stay with us on ICTV.
ICTV, showing our way.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different colour. Young Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yeperenye Shopping Centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yeperenye Shopping Centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
Welcome back to ICTV. We're broadcasting you live from Traeger Park in Alice Springs. We've just seen the women's competition grand final, an 11-point win to Rovers. Let's go down to the ground and get an interview with one of the victorious players from the Double Blues.
What's that?
I think Kirsten Renfrey might be the player down there near the microphone.
The Double Blues captain there in Kirsten Renfrey.
It's emulating what her partner did in last year's grand final. for the Double Blues. He won a premiership.
She didn't. Wonder if this year they both win it, or there's one winner again.
Just bear with us. We might be just having a couple of little technical difficulties with down on the ground. I'll give you the final score. Rovers 4-3-27 to the Eagles 2-4-16.
Here we have the captain of Rovers Football Club, who are just victorious in their first ever CAFL females football competition. Kirsten, well done. Big win. You girls have lost 3 in a row now. Must be an amazing feeling to get that win.
Oh, it really is. And they say that you learn how to win a grand final by losing a grand final, and we've definitely done that for 3 years in a row. So I think the girls have really stuck it in today and played with heart to bring out the win. And all credit to Pioneers. They did give it to us today. So it was a great game.
It seemed to be like the standard of football compared to the finals. There's a really, really high standard. All the girls really seem to be switching on. There seemed to be a really good feel amongst your group. Are we seeing it right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, finals bring the best out in everyone, and I think it's a completely different scenario for finals, especially changing from nighttime to daytime. And the girls just really wanted it today.
Well done. So Rovers, just repeating with their first ever female women's premiership in the CAFL. They've defeated the E-Girls down here at Traeger Park. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Big thank you to Clint and the Rovers captain, Kirsten Renfrey, for talking to us after the game. It was a terrific game of football, and it was in doubt right down to the last minute. The Double Blues got a goal just at the death there to probably ice their celebrations. They're all lining up down there now in front of the podium, waiting to receive their premiership medallions.
And looks like Jordan Hickey there has won the Bev Ellis. I think it's the Bev Ellis Award.
The Bev Ellis medal.
Yep. So, and I think that's well deserved. She was certainly their go-to person and involved in many contests on the ground.
Yeah, 4-quarter effort from Jordan Hickey, and very accomplished footballer. We know that she's aligned with the Gold Coast these days,
yes.
I think in the AFLW, and a worthy winner of the Bev Ellis medal, named after a long-time administrator, long-time president of the league, Bev Ellis. Plenty of applause down there. One thing I want to mention, Cheryl Lee Taylor, is the players are getting the premiership medallions around their neck. The big circle out in the centre square after the game, with both teams mixing it up. That's what we want to see at local footy. You play it hard out there. As soon as the game's over, everyone's in it for the same reason. We love footy, and that was great to see. And I really like watching Pioneer. We're not seeing them on the screen. They're sitting not too far behind the Double Blues, still as a team as well, and giving the Double Blues deserved applause. That's great sportsmanship.
Yeah,
or sportswomanship, should I say.
Yeah, that's right, Stan. And I think, you know, the women's competition in Central Australia has come a long way. It's probably been only in the last 3 or 4 years that they've gone to the full oval. So it's just great to see women's football, particularly in a male-dominated sport, go from strength to strength. And we just saw a very classy, skillful game just then. So I think there's many more benefits, I think, for women. Yeah, that's right.
I think we were talking off air earlier before, just saying how when it started, they were just playing between the 250-metre lines. Now we've got the full oval, we've got the full contingent of players out there. So just in a decade, women's football in Central Australia's come a long way. You see the Rovers president out there, Rob Clark, taking great joy in putting on the premiership medallions. Also the coach of the women's side. It'd be remiss of us not to mention and just say commiserations to the E-Girls coach, Willie Foster. I'm sure if he sticks with it, he's going to, Greg Glug, a couple of great blokes. If they stick with it, I'm sure more premiership success just around the corner for the E-Girls. But today is Rovers Day.
And as we've said, you know, or as Rovers, Kirsten Renfrey said, it's been a long time in the making. Not sure if this is Clarkie's first premiership, but certainly first as the women's coach. So some firsts here for Rovers, and hopefully for them, be a lot more to come.
Just overall, the women's competition this year too, Cheryl Lee, pretty even across the board. South is still newest team in the comp. They're still learning the ropes a bit. Westies have pushed themselves up and into contention in recent years. A very even competition at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. And I think just with South, they've got a very young side. So I think give them a couple of years to develop, and won't be long before they're here either contesting or up there on the podium as well.
Something else I'm seeing that I'm liking, there's a real multicultural feel about the women's footy. We saw Renee Smith, I think maybe a Kiwi or Pacific Islander background. Suneva Sayanga out there. It's good. We've got these ladies who might have a background from another country enjoying the great Australian game. It's good to see, and what a contribution a couple of those players made.
Yeah, that's right. And certainly a different variety also of ages. As we hear our
popular captain.
Our captain, an old girl, as I like to call her, but she's probably one of the oldest, well, she'd be the oldest in the team, and also, you know, very consistent as well throughout the season and today in today's game.
There's a picture on your ICTV screens. The Rovers women's team getting together, handed over the Premiership Cup to their captain, Kirsten Renfrey. In comes the coach, Rob Clark, too. They hold it up. And there's a big moment for any footy club that experiences the ultimate, a premiership. They get presented the Premiership Cup, and that photo will provide these ladies with a lifetime of memories.
Yes, that's right.
Well, there it is. You've seen it on ICTV. The final score again was Rovers 4-3-27 to the Eagles 2-4-16. In the end, it was an 11-point win. Rovers led by 8 points at quarter time, just 1 point at half time, 7 at three-quarter time, and then a goal just before the end saw them win by 11 points. My name's Stan Coombe. A big thank you, Cheryl Lee Taylor, for joining us in commentary. Excellent job. You know your stuff with the women's competition, no doubt about that. And certainly look forward in coming years to seeing and hearing you do some more commentary. Maybe the men's game on the horizon for you as well. But that was fantastic. Thank you very much.
No worries, Dan. And thanks, Dan. Thanks, ICTV.
Big thank you to ICTV. Stay with us too. That's the first of 3 grand finals today. We've got the reserves next, Federal South. And you want to be around for the big one when Rovers take on Pioneer. We'll be back shortly with more great local footy.
ICTV, showing our way.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different